Hi children, good morning everyone. So how are you? I hope you are fine and you are at your home reading a lot of things, as well as you are spending the time with your parents as well as your friends as well as your siblings. Okay, so life is all about learning the lessons, right? So for the class 4 children, this is lesson number 5 in the English subject. Okay children, so here what is the name of the lesson children? That is the magpies lesson. What is the name of the lesson children? The magpies lesson. Okay. So here in this page, open the page number 53 children. Here in your textbook, this is page number 53, as we have completed this poem and we have completed poem and as well as the worksheets, everything we have completed in the lesson number 4. Please try to submit in the school premises all the worksheets. Yeah, okay children. So in this lesson we are going to learn what the magpie has learned the lesson, right? And this is about the birds. Okay, let me read and as well as explaining of lesson. Okay children, get set, go. As you can see here a picture in your book, a small fountain is there and all the birds are attracting to it. They are playing and have the fun near that fountain. Yes, they are playing with the water, they are chit chatting, they are chirping, right? So a very beautiful scene, right? Read a few fun facts about birds. Here children, I am reading this. So even you please keep the finger as well, keep the finger and read, because even the reading skills are very important for us. Read a few fun facts about birds. Birds do not have teeth. So birds have the teeth? No, birds do not have teeth, but they do have a bone in their tongues. Birds use their keen eyesight to find food. So see children, all the animals like lion, tiger and all the wild animals, how they are searching the food? They can see the food, but what about the birds? Birds have very little eyes and they have the keen eyesight, means their observation is so strong, so that they can find the grains and insects, because even the grains and the insects are very small, right? But for the wild animals and for us, we can easily find out the food, right? Yes. They use their beaks and claws to get bugs, worms, small mammals, fish, fruit, grain or nectar. Okay. So what they are using? They are using their beaks, because birds have beaks and wings and feathers, right? And they are using their claws, yes, to just dig out the bugs, worms, insects. These are the food for birds, yes. And where they can find it? They can find in the soil, ground, in the other food, in the spoiled food, right? So these they can find out. Okay. And fish in the water, in the sea, pond, in the sea. Okay. Fruits, exactly, fruits on the trees, and nectar. See children, birds, what happens, sometimes they land on the flowers to collect the nectar also. Not only the honeybees or not only the butterflies, but also the few birds, because few birds have the long and slender neck. Okay, so even they are finding the nectar also. And where to find the nectar? You can find the nectar in the flowers. Okay, male birds, the third one, male birds often have brightly colored feathers. The ostrich, the fastest running bird, cannot fly. So here what they are saying about the different types of birds. Okay children, do you know children, like all the birds can fly except a few different types of birds are there. Okay, like flightless birds are there, like ostrich. Do you know children, the ostrich is the largest flightless bird. Okay, it is a largest flightless bird in the world. Okay, so you can see in the you can see the ostrich in the zoo park, right? It is like its body weight is very high than the wings. That is the reason it cannot fly. Okay, and do you know, children, there are varieties of birds which they have colorful beaks. They like parrot. If you see the parrot have a red color beak and its body is green in color, and few birds are there, they are very colorful, beautiful feathers are there. Okay, so male birds often have colored feathers. So in this, male birds have more colored and bright feathers. Okay, they are more attractive. Okay, so here this one, children, write the names of 4 birds that you see around your house or school. So near your school or in your neighborhood, what are the other birds you can find that you have to write. Okay, you can write what? Sparrow, pigeon, dove, crane, few are blue jay. Okay, these are the typical and common birds which you can find, right, in our neighborhood or at the school or the house. Just try to observe that birds. Okay, how they are flying. Okay, and how they are what they are eating. Okay, how they can find their food. Okay, so when we are observing the nature, then we will get to know this is very vast and we have it's very keen observation, right? So let us start the lesson, children. This one, please write that 4 birds in your book, and then we will start this lesson. Okay, children. Magpies are found in North America, Europe, Asia, Africa and Australia. They are black and white in color. They are sociable and curious, and therefore love to pick different things. So this is the magpie, children. This is the bird magpie. What is this, children? Magpie bird. Okay, so they are found in where? Asia, Africa, Australia. Okay, different countries they are finding. Okay, and they are very socialite. Socialite means they can communicate. They are busy in communication. They like to communicate. Okay, socialite, they want to be in the groups itself. Okay, and therefore they can pick up the different things, and they are very curious. If you see the crows, they are very socialite, and if some you can see that the crows are if they find the food at anywhere, and they will just call their friends and everyone, other crows also coming in that place. Okay, same with the happening with the magpie also, and they are able to pick up the different things. How? With the help of claws, with the help of beak, right? Next, here, children, here please keep the finger here, and then we will. Years and years ago, ever so many years ago, only one bird in the whole world knew how to build a nest. That wise bird was the magpie. Okay, so many years ago, one bird only how to build the nest, and that bird is called as magpie. That bird is called as what, children? Magpie. Okay, so this is the spelling, children, M-A-G-P-I-E, magpie. Okay, children. So that is the reason it is intelligent also. See, children, so even in our society also, anybody is doing a different thing and anybody is doing an intelligent thing. Obviously, they are intelligent, right? Okay, they are contributing to the society. Okay, one day, here, children, here. One day, all the other birds went to the magpie. They wanted to learn how to build the nest. They begged the magpie to teach them. So, children, here what happened? Whenever, even in human beings also, somebody knows anything extra, then we want to learn from them. So, what happened with the help of same thing, magpie know how to build the nest, right? So, even other magpies also want to learn how to build the nest. So, they begged to the magpie, and they went to the magpie, and they begged that please please teach us how to build the nest. Indeed, I will be glad to teach you, said Mrs. Magpie. Just watch and listen to me. First, you must choose a tall tree like this, a great oak. Then take sticks. So what happened? The magpie has been started to tell how the how the what you call as how to build the nest. So what the Mrs. Magpie is saying, that you have to find a tree like a great oak tree, and then you have to find the sticks from here and there. Here and there means the other trees or from the jungle or any other places. Okay, and she will be glad, she will be happy to teach that also. Okay, a tree broke in the bold eagle. A tree here in this valley, no trees nor valleys for me. My nest shall be on the highest cliff on the mountain. So here what happened, children? One of the crow, what she has demanded, what that crow has demanded, right? My nest should be in the cliff of the mountain, and it will be very high, and it is demanding, right? Okay, so and on the tree, no, I don't want the nest on my tree. I want my nest to build the nest on the cliff of the mountain, right? And here, children, here, and away flew the eagle without waiting to hear more of the magpie's lesson. To this day, he puts together a few rough sticks on the rocky mountain cliff and called them a nest. And what happened? Because the crow wanted the nest in the cliff of the mountain, then what the crow has done? Without learning the lesson, the crow went to the cliff of the mountain and takes some sticks and keep on the mountain, and it says that this is my nest. Okay. Next, the magpie began again. Take sticks like this, she said, to a high branch. Are you a fool? Cried the lark. So even the lark is all lark, L-A-R-K here, children. L-A-R-K, okay, lark. So what happened? The magpie, it starts again to say this how to build the nest. Take the high sticks, okay, take the high sticks, okay. Then what has happened? Who has interrupted? The lark has been interrupted. Are you a fool? It is saying, okay, now, don't you know that first storm will blow your nest to the ground, and the first boy who comes this way will throw stones at it, at Mrs. Bobolink. So if you take the what it is saying, lark is saying, are you a fool? How can we take the long sticks and high sticks? If weather will come, if the weather has been changed and the storm will come, and then it will blow away all the sticks, right? And then what happened? This Mrs. Bobolink, this another bird, okay, and it is saying that like if the small boys will come around us, and then it will throw the stones on the nest, and that nest, what we have built the nest, it will be gone off. Okay, it is saying it is said by the bobolink. No high branches for us, sang the lark and bobolink together. So we don't have no high branches, and because even the strong wind will come, then nobody will be there, and obviously the branches will be torn off because of the flood, because of the strong wind, storm, right? So no high branches for us. Both have said this together. Who? The bobolink as well as the lark. Okay. Sang the lark and bobolink together, and down they flew into the tall grass of the meadow. There they have made their nest ever since. So where they went, children? Meadow, an open grass area. They went to the meadow, the open grass area, and then they have started a small branches, taking a small branches, and then they have started, and they just collecting that, and they are building the nest near to the meadow only, and they fly away. Okay. Yes, Evan says. Okay, children, Mrs. Magpie didn't even look at the birds flying away. Weave the sticks together, so in and out, and she said cheerfully, that will make the bottom of the nest. Okay. So now they are automatically they are going away one by one, right? All the birds. The lark has left, the bobolink has left, as even the crow. The crow was also left. Okay. Because their needs are different. Now the magpie is continuing the process, like how to weave the sticks at the bottom so that it can be strong. Okay. Then I will not set my nest on a branch like that, spoke up the oriole. The wind surely blow it off, as the last just said. Okay, so even one of the oriole is also a bird. Okay, children. So it is saying that if I will be preparing my nest on the branch, obviously the storm will take away my nest. Okay, so I can't be preparing this nest on the branches. Okay. So till here we will be completing, children. So the next part we will be seeing tomorrow. Okay, children. Take care, children. Bye.